In addition to the train depot, there's also this water tower. It was built in 1940 and is the only one of its kind in the southeast. The town of Walstenburg recently got a grant to preserve it as well. And it's things like the water tower and the train depot that officials here are hoping will bring this small town back to life. Shayla, yeah, that service wrapped up just a little bit ago here at St. Peter's, a Catholic church, and we saw so many people come out just to pay their respects to Congressman Walter B. Jones and the family. Maria, we are standing in the middle of First Street right now, and that's because it's blocked off. In fact, there are several streets in the town common area that are blocked off. Said it, I am at the best bar in the country, and these people have been celebrating since about 9 o'clock today when they first got the news. They have been just going crazy. I did speak to Griffin County Sheriff Chip Hughes just a little bit about a couple of hours ago, and he says he thinks that Casey's doing okay, which is good news for sure. I loved last night whenever they kept talking about how he wanted to watch Netflix, which, you know, that's got to be a good sign, right? Said was the little fella is happy, and that's definitely what we wanted to hear last night and this morning. 3-year-old Casey Hathaway found safe. Ken, Shayla, if you can tell by this thermometer out here, it says it's hovering around 40 degrees, and you can definitely feel it. I got my gloves on, my scarf. It is cold out here. Yeah, guys, there are a lot of happy Democrats here at the Hilton in Greenville. This race, it was about 55%, as you said, for Don Davis, and he's actually here right now speaking with some of his supporters. If I could get you in for just a moment. First of all,
absolutely.
Congratulations. Well, here's the problem on Shoreline Drive. This side of the street has power, but this side right over here does not, and that leaves many people frustrated and confused. Toshiba 43-inch TV, you're going to get it for $129. And what I like about BestBuy.com is they're going to tell you right away how much money you're saving. You're going to get a $200 saving on that TV. Ken, it was a very interesting speech, not too different from a lot of the other speeches that we have heard from the president in the past, but I think just like in Washington, here at home, Democrats and Republicans don't seem to agree with each other. Ken, Shayla, you can definitely feel that wind blowing right now. I've got 2 jackets on, I got my gloves on, my scarf on, but like Jerry has been saying, it's only going to get colder. I was out talking to Greenville Fire and Rescue today, and Maria, somewhere around 1,000 people are expected to be here at St. Peter Catholic Church to pay their respects to Congressman Walter B. Jones. I've been here since around 9 o'clock this morning. I've seen people come already, a lot of them wanting to get here early. We have heard from the public relations director here at Carolina East Medical Center, who says that Casey is in good health and will be released either later today or tomorrow. And I think that's the outcome that everybody was hoping for. Casey Hathaway found alive last night in Craven County. Good evening, Ken and Angie. Yeah, I think one important part of this race that you have to keep in mind is the fact that there are 2 high-profile people in our community involved in this race. Don Davis has been here before. He's currently in his 4th term. In the early 1900s, you could get a train ticket from Walstenburg to Wilson for just 45 cents. Think about that for just a moment. Now, in 1906, this train depot behind me was built because at the time, Northern Southern Railway needed a place to stop along their track. So they chose this small town because of the amount of timber and farmers that were in the area.
It's a story you'll only see on 9. That mom spoke to 9 on Your Side's Dillon Huffman. Check it out.
Ashley Troyer's daughter goes to South Lenore High School. On Wednesday, there was a fight, but this mother says that her daughter didn't want any part of it, and now they're looking for justice.
This was an assault, a vicious assault. She would not let up. She would not stop.
We are choosing not to show you the video of the fight that happened Wednesday at South Lenore High School. Troyer says her daughter wanted no part of it and tried to get away.
I still can't watch the video. It tears my nerves up so bad to the point it makes me literally physically sick.
Here's the note from the doctor saying Troyer's daughter has a concussion and she's going to miss at least 10 days of school. 9 on Your Side got this statement from Lenore County Schools saying in part that the girl who was the aggressor was disciplined. They wouldn't say how exactly because they are under 18, but they say it is not their policy to charge a minor. About 2 years ago, the school system started a partnership with law enforcement where they send situations like this to teen court.
That way,
whenever everything's done, they don't end up with a record.
Lenore County Sheriff Ronnie Ingram says parents can file charges with juvenile services if they want to. That is something that Troyer is in the process of doing, but she says there's more. She says the fight started over a basketball game, but she feels like the fact that her child is gay plays into it as well, because she says these students have said things to her daughter about her sexuality in the past, and the fight is still on Instagram, which this mom doesn't understand. They have tried to get it taken down, but no luck so far.
Cyberbullying is a huge issue in this state and every state, and nothing's being done about it. You can get a video posted of you and there's nothing you can do about it, so you are powerless to it. It kills me that it's still out there. This video has had over 2,000 views.
She says she hopes parents will have a talk with their kids about the dangers of bullying. And this mom says as for next year, they are seriously considering homeschool. As of right now, they're not quite sure what they're going to do. In the newsroom, Dillon Huffman at 9 on your side. Maria, we are standing in the middle of First Street right now, and that's because it's blocked off. In fact, there are several streets in the town common area that are blocked off. You'll be able to see the barricades. You can go to WNCT.com right now and see a full list of all of the streets that are blocked off. But first, I want to let you look right down First Street. You can see some of the vendors setting up for today's 4th of July event. We've got snowballs, we've got hot dogs, we've got pork skins. There's the mobile video game truck, and then there's also chicken wings. I know I'm definitely going to be hitting that one at some point today, but here's the times that you need to keep in mind. Things are going to get started here in Town Common at 3 o'clock. The music is going to get started at 3:30. There's also a list of all of the people who are going to be performing at WNCT.com as well. Fireworks are going to begin at 9:15, of course, weather permitting, but take a look at this sign right here, because this is something that you definitely need to keep in mind. There are a few things that you cannot bring out here to this event at Town Common. No alcohol, no dogs, no personal fireworks. They're going to have fireworks here, but you cannot bring your own. No glass bottles or no grills. They want to make sure everybody has a fun but safe time here at Town Common. There's also going to be bouncy houses for the kids. There's also going to be a water slide. There's going to be a scavenger hunt. So it's going to be a night to remember. It's going to be something that you're not going to want to forget. Like we said, 3 o'clock to about 9:15, that's when the fireworks are going to start. So come out, have a good time. Your Night on Your Side team is going to be here as well at 5, 5:30, and 6. So we hope to see you out here. Live in Town Common, Dillon Huffman at 9 on your side. Shayla, yeah, that service wrapped up just a little bit ago here at St. Peter's, a Catholic church, and we saw so many people come out just to pay their respects to Congressman Walter B. Jones and the family. Let's take you to some video from earlier today of them bringing the casket into the church, followed by the family. I spoke to several people who served with the congressman. They say that he was fair and honest, and he always voted for the things that he believed in.
But I think he did what he thought was right, whether it was everybody agreed with it or not, but he did the right thing. I think that's why people kept re-electing him, sending him back. He's just got a good personality, a good family, and my pleasure to call him a friend.
He knew the difference between partisanship and cooperation, and he served so well, and we're here today to not just to mourn his passing, but to celebrate his life.
Many people also mentioned how Jones cared so much about the veterans here in eastern North Carolina, and Jones's wife seemed to be in good spirits. You can imagine how difficult this was for her. She actually shook hands with all of the people who came down from Washington to be here today. The congressman was laid to rest next to his father in Farmville. Live in Greenville, Dillon Huffman at 9 on your side.
Let's go ahead and check in with him right now. Dillon, how are you?
And Shayla, I'm doing great. Like you said, yeah, the band has been going for a couple of hours now. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see exactly what's happening. We've got a couple of bands that are going to be a part of the event today. You can actually go to WNCT.com right now and see the full lineup of exactly who's going to be here. But there are some people out having a good time. The weather not really stopping some people from coming out. There's a lot of bouncy houses here for the kids. You can see some of them already out having a good time. There's some fresh squeezed lemonade right there. I think I'm going to be making my way over there at some point. There's also a lot of vendors. I was talking to some of the vendors. We're actually going to talk more with them coming up at 6 o'clock, but there's actually pretty much every vendor that you can imagine here, and a lot of people just coming out enjoying the 4th, having a good time with family and friends. I talked to one family today who's actually from New York City. They're here in North Carolina visiting their family, and they said, you know what, we just want to come out to Town Common and have a good time. This is the road we're talking about right here. Evans Street, from where at 4 lanes up at Greenville Boulevard down to Cooper Street in Winterville. I've been up and down this road all day talking to different people about what would happen if they 4-lane this road. A lot of people telling me that they're upset because they don't want to lose their land. Some people saying that they really don't have an opinion. Other people saying that they don't know enough information to form a good opinion. This is an email that I got from NCDOT. They say that the plans for how much land they're going to take from people have not been finalized. There are some preliminary plans online.